of our Discover Acumatica with 247 Digitize webinar series. This session titled Key Topics in Inventory Management promises to be an insightful exploration of entry types, lot serials, reason codes, and sales orders featuring features in Acumatica. Brought to you by the experts at 247 Digitize. Before we dive into our agenda, a quick word about 247 Digitize. We are a dedicated team of Acumatica experts committed to helping businesses harness the full potential of this powerful ERP solution. Our goal is to equip you with the knowledge and the tools you need to drive efficiency, streamline operations, and maximize your ROI. I am Mazhar Ali, Director of Business Development at 247 Digitize. And on the organizing team today, I have Neha and Sam with me. Neha heads bookkeeping practice at 247 Digitize. Neha is a chartered accountant by profession. Neha comes with over a decade's expertise in financial reporting, external and internal audits, and global client management. Neha specializes in technical accounting and leading implementation of new accounting standards. She has led diverse teams, delivering customized solutions to meet evolving needs of businesses. Sam, who is the head of marketing at 247 Digitize, is the technical expert behind this webinar. Thank you, Sam. Our valued audience, whether you are an industry expert or a business owner or simply curious about the topic, we encourage you to participate actively by asking your questions in the chat box, and we will answer your questions at the end of the session. Do you know that many businesses choose to outsource their bookkeeping? However, most organizations opt for fractional bookkeepers who are not always trained in Acumatica ERP solution. They also don't make day-to-day entries into Acumatica on behalf of the customer. Our team of Acumatica experts provides excellent results, helping clients in various industries improve their efficiency, accuracy, and overall bookkeeping process. With our process-driven approach and deep expertise in Acumatica, we offer a seamless outsourcing solution that frees up your time and resources, allowing you to focus on what matters the most, growing your business. If you don't keep your books up to date throughout the year, you will never have a clear picture of your business finances. Keeping your books up to date throughout the year is an essential for clear understanding of your business finances, enabling informed decision making, tax compliance, effective cash flow management, business performance evaluation, investor and lender confidence, and legal compliance. Over to you, Neha.
Thank you, Mazhar. Welcome everyone to today's webinar. Today, we'll dive into several crucial topics that will streamline your inventory management processes and enhance your understanding of the system. This is our agenda for today. We'll be covering entry types, lot and serial numbers, reason codes, sales order types, and purchase or sale. Next slide. Next slide. Let's start with understanding entry types. Entry types in Acumatica are crucial for categorizing transactions and maintaining accurate financial records. Each entry type serves as a predefined category or classification for transactions within the system, ensuring they are properly organized based on their inherent nature and purpose. Acting as transaction templates, entry types streamline accounting processes by providing default values and specifying how transactions should be processed. This helps in a structured approach and enhances efficiency. It also facilitates precise financial reporting across all of Acumatica's modules. By categorizing transactions into types like cash, accounts payable, or accounts receivable, entry types enable businesses to maintain consistency and accuracy in their financial management practices. Next slide. We'll now cover the three types of entry types in Acumatica. CA or cash account. This is used for transactions like receipts, disbursements, or recording bank service charges. It impacts the balances of general ledger accounts without affecting customer or vendor balances directly. This is typically used in cash management, accounts receivable, and accounts payable forms. Next category is AP or accounts payable. These are used specifically in cash management of transactions that involve accounts payable. It generates prepayments for disbursements or refunds for receipts within accounts payable. It directly affects our vendor balances. AR or accounts receivable. This is used in cash management for transactions involving accounts receivable. It generates payments for receipts or refunds for disbursements within accounts receivable. These directly affect the account balance, the account receivable balances, or the customer balances. Next, next slide. We'll quickly discuss how can we define an entry type in Acumatica. So, go to entry types form CA 203000 in Acumatica. Click on the plus button to create a new entry type. In the entry type ID, enter the entry type ID, for example, bank fee. In the disbursement or receipt column, select the appropriate type for such entry type, for example, disbursement for bank fee. Add the description for the entry type. Select the appropriate module CA, AP, or AR. Under the default offset account, select the chart of account which is appropriate for such entry type. Save the form and close. After creating an entry type, we also need to link it to the necessary CA, AR, or AP accounts. Next, next slide. Next, we'll discuss about two important tools, lot and serial numbers, which come in very handy in inventory management. These are nothing but identification numbers used to track within inventory management systems, but they serve slightly different purposes. Both lot and serial numbers are integral to effective inventory management, supply chain logistics, and product traceability. They enable businesses to maintain accurate records, efficiently manage inventory levels, and ensure compliance with quality standards and safety regulations. Lot numbers are crucial for batch specific tracking and management, while serial numbers provide detailed visibility and control over individual product units. Next slide. So, let us discuss what is a lot number. A lot number is a unique identifier assigned to a group of products or specific batch of inventory items that share common characteristics. Could it be, you know, they were received in the same time, or they were stored at the same place, or they were manufactured together, something of that sort. They are a batch of or a group of items which have something in common. It is particularly useful for industries where products are perishable or have expiry dates, such as foods, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, etc. This enables precise tracking for quality control and recall purposes. They help businesses identify and manage products belonging to the same batch ensuring efficient traceability and management of inventory. Next, next slide. Coming to serial number. Unlike lot numbers, serial numbers are unique identifiers assigned to individual items, where lot numbers were for a batch. This is for individual items. Each item has its own distinct serial number, allowing for precise tracking of its movements throughout the supply chain and its life cycle. These are commonly used for high value items like electronics, machinery, or vehicles because of safety and warranty issues. So, serial numbers are used for tracking them. Both lot and serial numbers play crucial roles in inventory management, supply chain logistics, and product traceability, enabling businesses to maintain accurate records, manage inventory efficiently, and ensure product quality and safety. In the next slide, we'll discuss how to create a new lot or serial class. In Acumatica's lot or serial class form, IN 207000, specify the following when creating a class. Next slide. First, first thing you specify is the tracking method. These define the tracking settings for items. If you choose not tracked for items where you do not need serial number or a lot tracking, we use track lot numbers for items tracked by lot numbers, and we use track serial numbers for items tracked by serial numbers. For all items set as not tracked, the system simply applies predefined default class. Next field that we see here is expiration date. You can configure the system so that it requires an expiration date to be entered for an item of the class when it is received. Next slide. When selecting assignment method, you need to assign lot or serial numbers on receipt or issue. In the issue method field, one can specify the method or criteria used to determine the sequence in which items are issued from inventory. This field defines whether items are issued based on FIFO, first in first out, LIFO, last in first out, sequential order, expiration date base, or if the order is user enterable. Number generation. You have the option to configure the system to automatically generate lot or serial numbers for items within a class. Additionally, you can define the structure and format of these automatically generated numbers according to your specific requirements. Then you click Save and Close. On to the next slide. Once a lot or serial class is created, we need to configure the classes according to the business processes of your organization. You need to link these classes to the item classes to which they are relevant. If the stock items created were created before you assign lot or serial classes to these item classes, you also need to assign lot or serial classes to these stock items. If you want to change the lot or serial class for an item, you select another class in lot or serial class box on the general tab of the stock item form. Next slide. Let us now learn how to create a serialized item for purchase. Set up lot or serial classes in your inventory management system with the assignment method set to when received. This ensures that lot or serial numbers are assigned automatically upon receipt of goods. Create a purchase order in the purchase order form. While creating the purchase receipt on the details tab, add the inventory ID along with the quantity and price. After that, click on the line details option. Click on the plus button, select the location and enter the lot or serial number for the inventory to be tracked. Save and release purchase receipt. Next slide. In a similar manner, you can also create a serialized item for sale. Ensure that the stock items have lot or serial classes configured with the assignment method set to when used. This means lot or serial numbers will be assigned when the items are used or shipped out. Create a sales order in the sales order form. While creating the shipment, on the details tab, add the inventory ID along with quantity and price. After that, click on the line details option. Next, click on the plus icon and select the location and enter the lot or serial number for the inventory to be tracked. Save and release the shipment. Next, we'll be discussing about reason codes. In inventory management, reason codes play a critical role in tracking and documenting the rationale behind various inventory transactions and adjustments. They serve to enhance clarity, accountability, and facilitate analysis, auditing, and process improvement efforts. Within Acumatica, reason codes are utilized to specify the purpose behind specific transaction types and to designate which account should reflect the amounts involved in this transaction. For instance, reason codes are essential for direct inventory transactions such as issues and receipts, ensuring that the appropriate offset accounts are used and enabling detailed tracking of transaction reasons. Majority of inventory item transactions occur during purchase and sales processes, where associated documents like purchase receipts and sales orders generate financial documents such as AP bills and AR invoices. In these scenarios, reason codes help categorize and provide insights into why transactions occur and which financial accounts are impacted. Also, when handling vendor returns, it's crucial to establish a reason code that signifies the reason behind the return. This will allow the system to correctly generate inventory issues related to vendor returns and ensures that the appropriate GL accounts are utilized, maintaining accuracy in financial reporting. In summary, reason codes in Acumatica are indispensable tools for ensuring transparency and accuracy in inventory management processes, enabling businesses to maintain precise records, streamline operations, and support informed decision making. Next slide. Before diving into configuring inventory settings within Acumatica, it's essential to establish all necessary reason codes that will govern inventory transactions. Reason code serve as critical identifiers, documenting and explaining the motives behind each transaction or adjustment. Here's a structured approach to set up reason codes effectively. Access the reason codes form CS211000, which can typically be found in the inventory or receivables dashboard. Click on the plus button to initiate the creation of a new reason code. Next, you'll see the fields that you need to fill out. First, identifier. Each reason code should have a unique identifier with a maximum of 10 characters. This identifier should clearly denote the reason for the transaction, such as damaged, sales return, or stock adjust. The next field is usage. Specify the type of transaction or document to which the reason code applies. Common usage types include receipt, used for recording incoming inventory; issue, used for used when items are removed or used from inventory; vendor return, applied when inventory is returned to a vendor; and adjustment, utilized for inventory adjustment due to reasons like damage, shrinkage, pilferage, etc. Transfers, used when inventory is transferred between locations or warehouses. Next field is account. See the appropriate general ledger account that the system will utilize as an offset for transactions associated with this reason code. This ensures that financial impacts are accurately recorded and reflected in the accounting system. Next, save the reason code configuration to ensure it is available for use in inventory transactions. Next slide. There are some default reason codes for inventory transactions in Acumatica. So, when an inventory document is created directly on a form such as receipts or issues, the inventory document is not based on a sales or purchase document. The reason code defines what account will be used as a default offset account. On release of the transaction, the inventory account and the offset account will be updated with the amount of the transaction. For following types of inventory transactions, you must specify the default reason code on the General tab of the Inventory Preferences form. These are receipts, issues, adjustments, physical inventory adjustments. For these, you always specify the default reason code on the General tab in the Inventory Preferences form. Next, next slide. We will learn how to create a reason code for vendor return. Navigate to the reason codes form within either the inventory or receivables dashboard. Click on the plus button to create a new record. Enter the following details for the reason code. Reason code, give a title or a name to the reason code. Description, vendor return. Usage, select vendor return from the drop down list to designate this reason code specifically for vendor return transactions. After entering the details, click Save to confirm. Proceed to Purchase Order Preferences form and specify vendor return as the default reason code under the vendor return usage type. This setting ensures that whenever a purchase return is processed, the system automatically associates vendor RET as the reason code for inventory issues generated during this process. Users also have a flexibility to override the default reason codes if necessary. When handling inventory issues related to vendor returns on the issues form, they can manually select a different reason code according to specific circumstances or requirements. Next, we'll discuss about sales order types. Next slide. An order type in Acumatica determines the information to be entered for an order of the type, the processing operations to be performed for an order of the type, and the documents to be generated during the processing. Acumatica provides a number of predefined sales order types for common processing operations such as sales with adjustment with shipment, sales without shipment, sales by cash, sales by check, and customer returns of inventory items. On the order types form SO 201000, you activate the order types that your business will use and make sure that they are configured to fit your business processes. Next slide. No, the previous one. Like discussed earlier, Acumatica provides predefined order types for the processes that are used most frequently in sales. The following predefined order types can be used for sales orders that are processed through shipments. SO or sales order. This type of order is created to reflect a customer's request to purchase goods in specific quantities scheduled for shipment on a specified date. SA sales order with allocation. This type of order is created to reflect a customer's request to purchase specific goods in designated quantities, with these items being reserved from available inventory for shipment on a specified date. That means you are also allocating the inventory that will be used to ship the order. The following predefined order types can be used for sales orders that are processed without shipments. So, whenever you have sales orders that need shipments, you have two types of predefined order types, SO and SA. And when the sales are without shipments, you have two predefined order types in Acumatica. The first, IN or invoice. You create an order of this type when the goods requested by a customer do not require shipping. So the order processing requires only preparing an invoice for the customer and does not involve shipments. CS, cash sale. This type of order is created when you sell items directly to the customer and receive payment at that time by cash, check, or credit card. In the following slide, you'll see a table which shows a comparison of the predefined order types for sales and the ways they relate to business process requirements. So, SO and SA always require shipment. So, shipping of items is required, whereas IN and CS do not require a shipment. So, uh, shipping of items is not required. In case of SO, uh, the the items in the inventory are not reserved automatically, but a manual allocation will be required. But whenever you prepare an SA type of order type, an automatic allocation of the goods is done from the inventory. Next slide. Acumatica also provides some predefined order types for frequently used return processes such as return for credit, return for cash, and return for replacement. The following predefined order types are available for orders on the sales orders form that are used for processing returns, CR or cash returns. You'll create this to process the return of items that were sold in a cash sale and do not require shipping. CM or credit memo. This will be used to account for unauthorized returns from customers. This includes a link to the original invoice. RC, return credit. This is used to authorize customer returns for credit in the amount of the goods returned only. No replacement of goods is performed for this customer return. RR, return with replacement. You can use an order of this type to create return orders with replacement at the same price. RM, merchandise authorization return. This type is used when for returns with replacement at a different price than the original price or returns for credit within the product's warranty period. Next slide. There are few other order types. These are some of the specialized order types which are designed to cater to specific business needs. Firstly, QT or quote is used to record anticipated sales on the sales order form. Quotes allow you to document potential future transactions, which can later be converted into actual sales or cancelled if they don't materialize. Next, we have BL or blanket orders, which is ideal for managing large scale recurring sales over a defined period to various customer locations. Unlike standard orders, quantities on blanket orders do not impact warehouse availability, making them advantageous for planning and forecasting purposes. Moving on to MO or mixed order. This order type supports both sales and customer returns with a single transaction. It streamlines the process by handling payments, issuing refunds, and generating necessary billing documents like credit memos or cash return documents alongside invoices or cash sale documents. Lastly, TR transfer orders facilitate the movement of goods between warehouses or locations in multi warehouse environments. These orders are crucial for managing inventory replenishment and fulfilling internal stock requests before processing actual sales orders. Next slide. We'll briefly discuss what is a purchase for sale. In Acumatica ERP, the purchase for sale process refers to the workflow where purchase orders are created based on existing sales orders. This approach allows businesses to procure inventory items specifically to fulfill customer orders that cannot be satisfied from current stock levels. This integrated approach ensures that sales orders can be efficiently fulfilled even when items need to be procured from suppliers. In this workflow, there are four steps, four stages. First involves creating a sales order. Second, generating purchase orders linked to the sales orders. Third, processing the purchase order. And fourth, finalizing the sales order or completing the shipment. On next slide, we will discuss how to create a sales order. Access the sales orders form SO30301000 within Acumatica. Begin by creating a new sales order where you specify details such as inventory IDs, quantities required, and unit prices. If any items are currently out of stock but are needed to fulfill the order, select the mark for PO checkbox for those specific line items and make sure that purchase to order is selected in the PO source column. On the form toolbar, click Save and a sales order is generated. Step 2. Next slide. After the sales order is created, requiring to procure additional goods or purchase of goods for fulfilling the order, we will generate a purchase order which will be linked to the sales order that was created. In this step, we go to the sales from the sales order form, utilize the more menu and select create purchase order. Identify the sales order lines marked as SO to purchase under the plan type column. Ensure that each line item includes necessary vendor and warehouse details. Process this purchase request to generate corresponding purchase orders that align with the sales order requirements. Next slide. After we had created a sales order and then created a purchase order linked to the sales order, we will process the purchase order. For this, open the purchase order that was generated in step 2. Click on Enter PO Receipt from the form toolbar to initiate receipt creation process. Review and verify the details of the purchase receipt form to ensure quantities received match the purchase order lines. In the summary section of the form, select the Create Bill checkbox to automatically generate a bill upon release of the purchase receipt. Complete the process by releasing the purchase receipt. Next slide. Once all the first three steps are done, we will finalize the sales order. So we return to the sales orders form and locate the original sales order that initiated the purchase. The items associated with the released purchase receipt are automatically allocated for shipment to fulfill the sales order. Proceed with processing the shipment to finalize sales order fulfillment. Once shipment is completed, click on Prepare Invoice and release the invoice to close out the sales order transaction. By integrating sales orders with purchase orders in this manner, Acumatica enables businesses to effectively manage their inventory levels and fulfill customer demands promptly and efficiently. This approach ensures that businesses can maintain optimal stock levels while meeting customer expectations for timely order fulfillment. Today, we have delved into the intricacies involved with inventory management and explored how Acumatica empowers businesses to achieve operational excellence. As we conclude our session, I'd like to leave you with a reflection. Inventory management is the art of balancing availability and cost, ensuring that the right products are available in the right quantities, at the right place, and at the right time to meet customer demand. Acumatica's robust tools, from purchase for sales and versatile entry types to customizable sales order types and detailed reason codes, form the foundation for achieving this harmony in your operations. Thank you all for joining us today. Over to you, Mazhar.
Well said, Neha. Thank you for the outstanding presentation. Appreciate your insights. Key benefits of Acumatica bookkeeping services. Just wanted to highlight the benefits of outsourcing bookkeeping tasks to 247 Digitize. First one, time and cost savings. By outsourcing your bookkeeping tasks to us, you save valuable time and resources that can be allocated to core business activities. Nextly, efficiency and accuracy. We maintain the books with precision, ensuring all financial data is recorded accurately and efficiently. Key employee attrition peace of mind. When an organization relies heavily on key employees who possess specialized skills, knowledge, or experience, the thought of them leaving can create uncertainty and disrupt business operations. However, by outsourcing bookkeeping to external partners or service providers, the organization can mitigate the risk associated with key employee attrition. Scalability. Our services are flexible and scalable, allowing us to adapt to your business's evolving needs as it grows. Data security. We prioritize the security and confidentiality of your financial information, employing robust measures to protect your data. In some cases, organizations may prefer to limit their employees' access to financial information. In such situations, outsourcing to service providers could be a viable option. Additionally, we offer the flexibility to sign up for specific critical and challenging areas instead of complete bookkeeping, such as AR, accounts receivable, AP, accounts payable, GL, maintenance, or inventory management. This tailored approach allows us to address your specific pain points and align our services with the unique requirements. While your accounting team may be robust, outsourcing certain challenging areas of Acumatica bookkeeping to us can lead to accurate and timely and yearly book closures. Instead of continuing to expand your finance team, you have the option to provide us with the requirements and we can serve as an extension of your office. This way, we can effectively handle specific tasks, allowing your in house team to focus on other core responsibilities. Next slide, Sam, please. We are a US based company with our head office in Chicago and three delivery centers in India, which are in Hyderabad, Chennai, and Bangalore. Our team is trained on the basic modules of Acumatica with a comprehensive training duration of 175 hours. Additionally, we have expertise in industry specific modules. This targeted training ensures that our team is well equipped to address the unique requirements and challenges associated with these industries, providing specialized and effective solutions for our clients. We have implemented a shift based work schedule to effectively manage different time zones. In the first half of their shift, our bookkeepers work on entering transactions from previous business day so that the transactions are ready for review by the time our client begins the next day. The second half of their shift aligns with the first half of US office hours for better coordination. Moreover, we have team members dedicated to providing support till the office closing hours in the eastern region, enhancing our responsiveness and ability of client assistance as needed. Our valued audience, whether you are an industry expert, a business owner, or simply curious about the topic, we encourage you to participate actively by asking your questions in the chat box, and we will answer your questions. We will allow 2 minutes for to see if there are any questions in the chat box, and we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. If the time do not permit, then we'll get back to you with an answer.
While we're waiting for people to write their questions, I would like to mention that this video will be uploaded into our YouTube channel and we will be sharing it in our social media as well in the upcoming days. And if you have any questions once you watch this video, which may be at a later time, please contact us, reach out to us, and we'll be very happy to answer how we can help you and make sure that everything is clear.
Thanks, Em.
Okay, that was 2 minutes, Mazar. We have no questions right now in the comment section. But once again, as I already mentioned, if anyone has any questions, if you watch this webinar later on, please contact us.
If you or your clients are interested in learning more, please do get in touch with me. You may make a note or take a screenshot of my contact details. Let's discuss how we can streamline your bookkeeping processes and meet your goals. Looking forward to connecting soon. Thank you for being a part of today's webinar. We look forward to see you at the next one. Stay tuned to our LinkedIn page for more updates. We appreciate your participation. If you have any further questions or feedback, please reach out. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Yeah, good, good session.